Some call it the gates of the slippery slope. Others, the end of Judaism as we know it. How do these creatures survive? This is the story of Migdal Oz. The Stella K. Abraham Beit Midrash for Women, Migdal Oz, at Yeshivat Atzion, is the only place of high-level Torah study for young women, or so they think. Migdal Oz pack is led by Ramim, who teach how to navigate through the treacherous land of ancient sugyot that challenge their intellectual capacities. They are led by the Ram of Ramim, Rav Meir Nehorai. He is their chief elder. The Migdal Oznian's spiritual well-being is cared for on Thursdays by the Ramiot, 4 females and Rav Avishai. But above all is the Alpha, Esther Grania Lichtenstein Rosenberg. Known for her tremendous Torah knowledge and her conspicuous movements, Esti is a species like no other. But, known to some, but not by all, there is a secret true Alpha, Bracha. Bracha controls the entire pack and lures them into her lair with her gummies. She is a crafty and sly creature. The typical schedule of a Migdal Oznian begins formally with Seder Boker. This segment of the day involves pairing off and arguing over meanings of the texts of their ancestors. Finding this task too daunting to face, some girls seek refuge in the Mitbachon, a location close to the learning space in which the Migdal Oznians stow away their gathered food. Cereal boxes are a means of marking territory. In order to save their stashes, some Migdal Oznians utilize cloaking devices in order to keep their goods safe from preying enemies. This is an important survival tactic, for if any form of nourishment is left out in the open, most females have a habit of pouncing. The females use this space to sleep, eat, and avoid their teachers. Every Wednesday, the pack gathers in its entirety. Rav Meir Nehorai starts off the gathering by addressing issues that are disturbing members of the pack, such as, can one ritually bathe themselves in the snow? Which way shall the pack turn in order to accept their Sabbath queen? What are the rules of potatoes during the sabbatical agricultural festival? And tomatoes, and zucchini, and carrots, and orange peels, and soup, and meat, and lettuce, and hummus. After this, Esti often reads a children's story. Well after 1 o'clock, Esti dismisses the ravenous females to lunch. What ensues is a stampede of epic proportion. They approach the food. Soon, all of the sweet potatoes will be gone. Following the midday meal are a series of lectures. Many find this to be an opportunity to sneak away to their lair, the Moadon. In this hot, cushion-filled room, the girls begin the daily hibernation. This is known to continue for hours on end. Every night, they commune for learning in pairs. Footage was hard to capture of this event. Instead, however, we captured Ethiopian Culture Night, Night of Song, Night of Trust exercises, American Culture Night, Night of Song, Roommate Bonding Night, Night of Song, Baking Cookies Night, Talk to Your Boyfriend on the Phone Night, Cry to Your Milavan Night, and many more. The average life expectancy of a Migdal Oznian is 1 year. However, the superior few live longer. Unfortunately, Shana Bet, those who have made it into their second year, are on the brink of disaster. They began their year as a full pack, but their numbers are dwindling. Indeed, Shana Bet is an endangered species. But their state is not as tragic as that of the nearly extinct Shana Gimel. This is the lone survivor. Another group, however, faces other difficulties. This pack is the Bnot Chul. Known for their different dialect, the Bnot Chul tragically struggle to communicate with a larger group. They arrived at the Beit Midrash linguistically ostracized until they discover, one by one, that all Migdal Oznians speak their language, English, or, as certain natives call it, the language of exile. In addition to their intense studies, Migdal Oznians engage in different rituals. Some go to learn more Gemara, yet others convene for a strenuous dance activity, which they call Zumba. But sometimes they prefer to gather for vocal expression together, which they call Tishim, Erev Nigulim, Kabbalat Shabbat, or Hallel. Despite their whiny and depressing nature, these are not mourning rituals. But life at the Tower of Power is not all learning and leisure. The Migdal Oznian also encounters hostile enemies. Even more sinister is an enormous group that periodically invades the Migdal Oznians' territory. Who are these creatures? They are known as Herzog ladies. They viciously compete with the Migdal Oznians for food and take over every empty space where they can be found nursing their young. As a defense mechanism, many Migdal Oznians wear thick green fleeces, normally indicative of being a soldier. The purpose of this peculiar coat of color is to give the impression that they are tough creatures, even dangerous. This is the story of Migdal Oz, but the story is still being written. Just imagine what wonders, what chidushim, what leaders lie ahead. The next chapter of Migdal Oz's story is in their hands.